Disneyland Paris and it was amazing. Hi, my name is Amelia. You know me from this channel, maybe from playing video games. Today I have a vlog for you. And before you're concerned, at the same time this video is uploaded, I also uploaded another video with the same title except no talk. That means if you prefer a vlog with the exact same footage but without my talking, you can watch this one instead. But in this video I'm going to talk about the experience I had, and this is part 1. I'm making 2 parts of my Disneyland experience, talking about the things we did, the money we spent and all the good stuff. We started our journey with sleeping at a hotel next to the airport. It was the Moxie Hotel, which had really nice big rooms. We traveled as a group of 4. Woke up at around 4 AM, so I was extremely tired, but at the same time super hyped for the trip. There's something so unique and magical about traveling so early in the morning. Had to say goodbye to my baggage. Everything went super smooth with security and we were just happy to go through it. We were extremely tired and allowed ourselves a nice typical Vienna breakfast with Sacher, Würfel and coffee. Everything went perfectly well with the boarding as well. We went into our plane. We also got this cute little chocolate bar and we had a beautiful weather for flying. When we arrived at France, at Paris, it was a pretty dark weather. It was super cold, but it was so nice to see the airport. I've actually been to Disneyland Paris the 5th time now, but it's always a pleasure to be at the airport. Then we took the magical shuttle bus and arrived at our Hotel Cheyenne. Hotel Cheyenne is a wild western styled area hotel, and now I think the rooms are more Toy Story themed, so that was beautiful. You really feel like you're in a wild western village. It was nice and cozy, really liked the rooms, although the window in my sister's room did not open up and they had no spare rooms. And they had a headache every day from not being able to open up the window. And our shower was somehow broken. It had no pressure at all, so it was really hard to wash your hair. But if these are the biggest problems, then I'm grateful for that. We also had a really beautiful way to the Disneyland parks, and there's always this magical feeling when you see the big pink hotel for the first time. Everything was still 30 years themed because there's the 30 years party still going on until September. The decorations, the shops and everything was beautiful. I'm sorry that I sound way too positive, but it's just such a pleasure to be there. All the accessories, the little details, the love to the articles, it's beautiful to see. The first thing we checked out was Plaza Garden, which is a Fey restaurant. It was big, beautiful, and the first real meal of the day, so of course it was delicious. As you can see, my footage is a little bit shaky because I'm quite sure in public to film stuff because I always feel out of place, but I promise you I'll get better at that. They also built up some really cool and unique wind chimes. In our opinion, they added a lot to the whole park. It was nice to recognize characters, and it was just a really artsy, cool, moving object everywhere you look. I'm not going to talk about every attraction we went to. I'm just going to show you some shots of the nice rides we took and the beautiful ambience this park has. So for March, it was pretty full. We were not expecting that there were so many people there, but we don't know if there were so many people there. It felt like there were so many people there because a lot of attractions were actually closed. Like for example, the Big Thunder Mountain, which is a very popular attraction, but it was sadly closed. It's a Small World. The Mad Hatter Teacup Carousel was also closed, so we don't know if there were actually that many people there, if they were just divided up in all these different attractions. And even though there were a lot of people, we had the chance to ride Pirates of the Caribbean ride 2 times in a row. We had the chance to run for our life to ride this ride. That was the end of the first day. In this video I'll show you 3 of the 6 days. The other 3 days are going to be in part 2. Next day I woke up early, made my makeup and put on the ears. As you can see, those are kind of self-made. I took Mickey Mouse ears and made this flower crown and that's it. But the cast really liked it, the people there really liked it, so that was cool. The cool thing about being a hotel guest there at the Disneyland Hotel Parks is that you can enter the park 1 hour earlier than the other people from outside of the hotel guest parks. So a lot of the rides were only with a 5-minute waiting time, and it's a beautiful time to enjoy it, take some pictures because there are not a lot of people around. The weather on the second day was beautiful as well. Look at this side, it was beautiful, but it was very cold and windy. We went to Fantasyland, which is probably my favorite land because it is beautiful in every way. All the flowers, all the details, all the love to it. I'm so sorry that I always say everything is beautiful, but it was just so pretty to be there. And seeing all this footage again is just warming my heart because I really want to go back there as soon as possible. As soon as affordable. And even though I really enjoy the rides, I sometimes enjoy it more to just stand in the shops or stand around and look at all the beautiful details, listen to the music. By celebrating the 30 years of Disneyland Paris, they also had these incredible desserts. And when I tell you incredible, they were incredible. Of course, they were pretty, very pretty. But when I tell you that this little thing here, this little cake, was the most delicious cake, the most delicious fruit cake I've ever had. This one was a marshmallow chocolate covered and some jam under it, and all these things are really delicious. And I'm really not used to getting filmed by other people. We were standing in line because we wanted to take a picture with Jafar from Ellen. While we were there, we of course looked at how he interacted with the other people there. And we were shocked because he was taking some of the other ears from the people and threw them away, because he can be the villain, he can be super mean, and we love to interact with the mean characters because they are so funny. And he was really mean to the people in front of us. And I was so prepared to go there. I was sending my brother-in-law before because he was the most hyped to see him. He went there and Jafar was just comparing the beards, which was, pretty okay. It was pretty nice. And then, as you can see, I was really flustered in these pictures because he suddenly reached out his hand to me and I was like, okay, let's give him my hand. And then he twirled me. And that was so cute and I was so red. My cheeks were lighting up like, wow. I don't know, that is just like this main character moment. And then for the picture, he took my hand and put me to his side. And I was like, oh my god, I now have a full-on heart crush. And I think that is one thing that Disneyland Paris makes it so magical. It's the cast. And not just the cool star cast, like Jafar or the princesses. I always had a very pleasant experience. They're always super nice, super loving, super caring, making funny jokes with you. And so you can have a really nice, easy and enjoyable time there. We should never forget that one big part of why Disneyland, Paris and maybe the other Disneylands are as amazing as they are, it's the staff. Every member working there, every little member working there. Sorry for rambling so much, but this needed to be said. We took a coffee break every day to check out the desserts. For now they had this, I don't know how to say it, these very fluffy cakes. They were really good. And the love of my life, the beignets, the hazelnut filled beignets, they were, oh, heaven. On the second day, we went to Annette's Dinner, which is a restaurant outside of the Disney park in the Disney Village. And that was pretty much day 2. On day 3, I finally came up with the idea to film the breakfast buffet, which is included when you're in the Disneyland Paris hotels. It was a huge buffet, it had everything you needed. It even has some vegan options with some vegetarian chicken and some vegan croissants. You can have freshly made pancakes, you can have toasted bread, you can have scrambled eggs, bacon, everything you want. On day 3, we decided to go into Disneyland Studio Park, which is also really nicely built. It has more Pixar themed stuff and attractions, some wilder things. also got a little ratatouille town with a beautiful shop, nice attraction, and a very delicious restaurant. There I had a salad with poached egg, but sadly no dressing, they forgot it, but there was a lot of stress on that evening. Then a steak medium rare with ratatouille on the side, and as a dessert, I took the brie cheese, which was a hell of a block of cheese with a lot of bread. Was part 1, and I hope I'll see you in part 2. Bye bye!